And we are live.
Okay, guys.
Okay, guys, welcome to Whatevacast, the stream where we vape and talk about absolutely nothing because nothing in the world matters anymore.
Fucking cloud world.
Fucking clown world.
The jugularity is upon us. Yes.
So, first of all, apparently, what's this news here? So, President Trump has put a guy in charge of personnel matters who has been fired for allegations of fraud and embezzlement and all that shit, but really nobody cares.
Yeah, and wasn't there like something about his like impeachment and that it's been a while since we've streamed. Well, we've had the Cobcast, so yeah, that impeachment stuff. Is this still going or no? I haven't been paying attention.
It finished, but you could say it never really got started because it was pretty much just a performance circus. There were pictures of like Bernie Sanders sitting in the audience, just taking a nap, and some people were getting mad about that. But I mean, I can't blame them because pretty much nothing happened.
Wow, it's fucking nothing.
It's absolutely nothing. Are you really surprised at the result?
That nothing happened, and it made everybody angry that nothing happened? Consider
Pretty
my
much.
shock.
Right? Shock and awe. Right, so first up on our docket. Apparently the IRS will be taxing people for Fortnite money.
Oh man, Epic's gonna have to.
How does that work?
Are they gonna look at their transaction history then, or?
Okay, so that's the thing. So currently there is a tax policy for digital currency. This was put in place after crypto trading really took off. So you have to keep a personal record of all of the crypto you trade, how much you trade it for, and every single transaction. You have to record that. You have to list that on your tax returns, and if you make a profit, you get taxed on the profit.
But aren't all the Fortnite players underage? Are they gonna have to file for taxes? What?
That sounds like a bad deal.
It's a terrible deal for the most part, but basically it's to prevent embezzlement. It's to, what's the word? Not embezzlement. Laundering. It's to slow down laundering and to make sure that if people are making money on like speculating and investing in crypto, then theoretically they should be paying the same capital gains tax as they would on regular like stock market investments.
I guess that makes sense.
Now, the problem is, if you say all digital currencies, then that literally means all digital currencies.
You have to draw the line somewhere. Like, you can't be... It's just fucking Fortnite.
What about the people playing EA stuff, like all those guys that spend like $10,000 on like FIFA skins for their players and everything?
So
in Europe.
I agree with you, Hippur. I think they do need to draw the line, but I'm gonna say that line needs to be drawn after Fortnite.
What would that be?
Basically, all crypto and Fortnite and EA currencies would be taxed, and everything else is tax-free.
What would you consider the line? Like, what are you imagining?
EA and Epic need their taxing.
I'm gonna say it has to do with
That's where he draws the.
I'm gonna say volume. Maybe we should just like we should have a volume set up. So like Fortnite and EA, they're gonna be pretty high volume. Blizzard is gonna be pretty high volume, and like Temtems and all that indie shit is gonna be really low volume.
Is that how they're doing it?
No, that's how they should do it.
So it's just like a blanket any kind of digital currency, they're not just coming after Fortnite.
Theoretically, yes.
Wow, shitty deal.
Well, so here's the thing. Hold on a second. Let me check the article real quick.
You didn't even have the article pulled up, and you were just sucking out of your ass. Good.
No, I have the article pulled up. I'm on push to talk, and I'm using Discord in my browser, so I can't tab between things that easily.
I have to buy my nephew, some Fortnite skins so that he won't get bullied at school. That'll help me out.
I can't believe Fortnite is still popular. I figured that bubble would have burst a long time ago, but it's like League of Legends. It's just never
normies. The normies keep the bubble. They keep it going until it gets so big that it.
I think it's because it's free.
Okay, so here's the thing. So basically, the IRS's website, it had a listing for like 10 minutes. Like it had a listing of all the things that you have to report on your tax documents. And yeah, it was like, it said, yeah, your use of in-game virtual currency could be subject to federal taxes. That's what they listed there. And then they wiped it out. So good question there.
Nobody's gonna.
So maybe somebody at the IRS actually does have some sort of investment in keeping Fortnite going. Like at least, keeping the digital currency laundering going. Like they got their Fortnite.
There's like some insider trading through Fortnite currency.
Tell Alex Jones.
We gotta break the conditioning, man.
So theoretically, yeah. I mean, if people are actually making fat returns on their Fortnite money, then yeah, it's going to be taxable. I mean, that could be a possible laundering industry. If they leave that as a whole, then people are going to use like video game currency as an alternative to crypto, because people can turn anything into a fiat currency if they want to.
Yeah, can you imagine like all the Indian scammers saying, "Get me a Fortnite gift card. Pay me a Fortnite gift card. IRS wants Fortnite gift card."
It's the fucking Chicoms using Fortnite, your child's video game, to fund the bio war.
Well, theoretically, this could be a thing. I mean, Fortnite could actually become a vehicle for like child porn trading.
Technically, yeah, because there's so many kids that play that and then just having it go under the radar, like under their noses. Can you imagine? There's like secret matches of like, yeah, there's probably like some sort of trading ring already in Fortnite somewhere.
There's got to be like,
I don't want you guys to get sued.
There's gonna be like there's got to be at least one dude, like some 50-year-old dude who's like living in a basement, and he listens on mic, and if he hears like a 10-year-old boy's voice on the mic, then he'll be like, "I'm gonna send you $30 in Fortnite bucks, but you have to teabag my body."
You need to say this script, and I will give you Fortnite. I will give you V-Bucks.
I mean, we can joke about this, but
yes, that is the brutal truth of what will be happening soon. And so there was somebody at the IRS.
It's probably happened already.
There was somebody at the IRS that put that down, and they were like, "Wait a minute, we're gonna have to actually play Fortnite to actually find these people now."
I bet it was like the IRS agent.
Yeah, they're
probably like
no.
a guy who I'm sure is probably like some guy who probably already gets teabagged by little kids. I'm sure he was the one who was like, yeah, Fortnite money. That can be used as a fiat.
Federal agents have to play Fortnite.
Can you imagine that, having to play Fortnite at the FBI office, just being like
getting shit talked by a 10-year-old?
Yeah, can you imagine that
federal
being
agents
a
are gonna
job?
lose a
And
lot.
then they were like, no, I don't want to do that. Let's just take it off the list. Let's not get into that. We need more interns for it.
They're gonna be like, there's gonna be federal agents that are playing Fortnite, and their teams keep like shouting at them on mic, like, "Why didn't you shoot that guy?" And they'll be like, "'Cause he was white. I'm only supposed to shoot the colored ones."
And they only get the skins that make them glow.
Man, federal agents are pigs.
Oh, that's CIA, not IRS. Same diff, same.
See, it's all about the CS:GO knife skin. These boomers.
Yeah, why haven't they done that for money law?
Uh-oh, Hippur said the B word.
That's right, I said it.
Oh man, he even said it with a hard R. Well, we'll get to that later. That's on our docket, but we have a few other things to talk about before we get there. So
I'm sorry, my boo.
yeah, it's all right. So speaking of hard R's, so in the news, this black guy, apparently he kept getting discriminated against by his boss, so he reported racial discrimination, and he got arrested.
Imagine my.
Yeah, this is like
So, what was he accusing him of doing?
you mean why did he get arrested?
Sure.
He was criminally black.
The guy who got arrested was?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So he filed discrimination complaints against his boss, and the police came to arrest him.
Damn.
Yeah, they arrested him for allegedly stealing money from his former.
What was it?
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
That would be
This is
racial
a bullshit
discrimination
case.
if you accuse him of stealing money from his stealing money from his boss. I mean, if you look at the article, you could look at that guy. He wouldn't steal anything.
Yeah, it's a really interesting case. So basically, it's like, so you got this guy, you got this black guy, and you got his white boss, and they're both like filing reports to the police. And the black guy is just like, oh, my employer, he's so racist, he treats me like shit, he always gives me shitty pay and stuff like that, and gives me shitty hours, and it's really clear that he hates black people. Then the white boss, he's like also sending messages to the police, and he's like, that fucking N-word, like over and over again, like, I think that fucking N-word is stealing money from me. And it's just like, the police are like, who should we side with? So, yep, that's pretty much it.
This happened in Portland, by the way, Oregon.
It's happened in Portland, yeah,
Fuck Oregon.
a very progressive city. So, just keep that in mind. That
Yeah,
this is-
apparently. Yeah,
what you
it
get.
says on the court documents that they were calling him racist slurs and taunted him with a Confederate flag. If you could find a Confederate flag in Portland, good luck, man. You
Wait.
can't find that.
Wait. The claim was that the police officers were waving a Confederate flag.
No, the man's lawyer said that the employees at the company called him racist slurs and taunted him with an American flag. So his coworkers called him a bunch of gamer words, and they also had a Confederate flag in Portland.
You see, yeah, I thought this was like an open shut case, but now this is starting to sound a little bit like a Juicy Smouye case. Where do you get Confederate flags in Oregon? Where do you get Confederate?
Exactly. I noticed you can't find them in Portland. You can't find stuff like that.
I think it's a little bit
You can find
northwest
any
of
other
the-
type of flag. Any type of flag. You could find a rainbow flag. You could find any flag under the rainbow, over the rainbow. You could find any of the whatever flags, like the, what do you call it? Any type of friggin' flag, like any color flag you want, but you can't find a Confederate
the pink
flag.
and purple Transformer flag.
Yeah, the Transformer flag. That's what I was trying to think of. The Transformer flag. You can find those everywhere. You can find the rainbow flag. You can find like, also, I don't think you could actually find the Oregonian flag. I haven't seen it around. It's
I keep
weird.
forgetting. Isn't that the one with like the bear on it, or am I thinking of something else?
It's got a beaver.
Close
It's got
enough.
a bear,
enough.
a beaver,
They're
are
both
close enough.
Okay, now I can't.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, hi, Fresh. What's up?
Fresh, your mic sounds a little bit better. Okay, and Fresh is gone.
And there he
Good
goes
talk.
again. Okay. Well, we were talking about that. Sounds like he was BSing the police, and I guess he got a good lawyer because the lawyer was able to bullshit on the court records that he waved the Confederate flag at him in Portland of all places.
Yeah, so I mean, like he got a fat payout. He got like $600,000 from the district, which of course means taxpayer money.
$560K. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? So let's take this deeper. So it already sounds like a conspiracy, right? Let's take this one a little bit deeper. So here's my thinking. I think. Whoa, calm the fuck down, Brip. Okay, so I think what had happened was this. So
Well, you said take it deeper.
the employee, his name is Mike, by the way. So this boy Mike, he I think he was in talks with his boss. He said, let's create a discrimination case. So he created a discrimination case together with his boss. Like they manufactured the case and they conspired, and then boss.
What? I got an idea. What if they conspired to do this, and they decided to settle it all in Fortnite V-Bucks?
That's balls out.
They decided.
We're getting there though.
Yeah.
Let's not go that deep yet. We can get that deep, but let's start at the second layer first. So this guy Mike, he talks to his boss. They conspire together, and the boss he has his police friends, so he brings in the police. So it's kind of a controlled thing where you have A, B, and C. So A is the employee, B is the employer, C is the police. A makes a complaint to C, then B makes a counter complaint to C, and C arrests A, and A arrests C, and then A, B, and C, they split the money.
And they spend it all in V-Bucks.
And they invest in V-Bucks because that shit's gonna inflate fast as fuck. And I'll tell you, nothing gives you an inflation fetish like the stock market.
And Epic Games.
Right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stand by that. I think that's
Jackrabbit.
I mean, this sounds like a juicy smoothie situation. So I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna stick to my conspiracy theory until it's proven otherwise, because I don't think anything else actually makes sense.
Well, you've already broken step 1 of Clown World and trying to make sense of it.
Right. So this whole scenario it makes perfect sense inside of Joe Biden's head, which is where we are. We're still stuck inside JoJo's bizarre head. So that's probably it. This is another Clown World scenario.
Yes, that's why there was a Confederate flag. It was Biden remembered.
Yeah, Biden's just like, so what are the states in the Confederacy? There was what? Mississippi, Texas, Florida, Michigan, and I think Iowa and Oregon and Alaska, right? Yeah, I think those are all the Confederate states. That's right, Jack.
I remember the Confederate troops attacking, yeah. I remember the Confederate troops during during this. Yeah, I remember the Confederate, the Confederate battle, the battle of Boring. You remember the battle?
The what? Oh, of Boring, Oregon.
Yeah.
That was a boring battle. All right, so yeah, since we're talking about Biden, let's do a quick catch up on the primaries. So Iowa happened. That was a mistake. New Hampshire happened, and I gotta say, it's not looking really good for our boy Biden. For some reason, people are caring about Pete Buttigieg these days, and Yang dropped out.
Yeah, did you say that he was like number 1, and then he dropped? They dropped like a hot potato.
Well, here's what happened. So Andrew Yang, he saw what happened in Iowa, and right before the New Hampshire primary, he went up on the debate stage, and he said to everyone, "Okay, listen up. I got a great idea. Everyone, watch this.
Watch this.
It was an ace strategy. Let's see if it pays off."
Yeah, this might be some 4D chassis zone right now.
That's hilarious.
This is some big brain tactics right now. Some galaxy.
How he wins. This is how he wins the Democratic nomination.
Yeah, because you have to refuse the presidency in order to get the presidency. I mean, that's what George Washington did. You remember he refused the presidency, but then they just shoved it on him.
Reverse psychology, man. Yeah, someone should tell Lucky Lizzo and what's her name, Pocahontas. Yeah, someone should tell Pocahontas and Booty Pete. Someone should tell those two that this is the way to win, so that they can follow suit.
Everyone should quit now so that they could win in the future.
It's a foolproof plan. There's no way you could possibly lose this way.
I wonder about all the people that invested in him already, like how they'll feel when they don't get their universal basic income, or even the refunds back for giving him money for funding his campaign and shit.
Well, that's the thing. So
he just took the money and.
A lot of people are joking about this, about how all these people just paid money to get a UBI, and now they're not going to get a return on that money they invested in his campaign. Well, first of all, we'll get to the point about people making fun of these people, but until we get there, first I want to say UBI is not dead, and Yang's ideas are not dead. He definitely was playing a long-term strategy where by getting some attention, he would get a lot of attention for his platform. And sure enough, not only are people talking about UBI much more regularly than they were before, but also all the Yang supporters, they've turned to the Sanders camp now. So not only are they giving more votes to Sanders, but they're also talking to other Sanders supporters about UBI, and they're starting to make UBI a Sanders issue. So you could say that Yang's strategy is actually quite symbiotic.
He's just passing the torch on to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think he cares about getting elected. I think he cares about his policies getting enacted, which is surprisingly fresh.
I didn't really want to be president. I just wanted my ideas out there, just so that somebody else.
So I think I figured it out. I think the whole thing is that Yang wants to get the UBI passed so that his autistic son can sit at home playing Fortnite all day and get $1,000 a month, so that he doesn't have to foot bills for him anymore.
Yeah, and he could get all that laundered back into his bank accounts without the IRS, tax.
Genius.
You see,
These are some pro
we're
gamer
genius.
strats.
We're geniuses.
This is what's
Yes.
called a pro gamer move.
Pro.
Fuck man, I like Yang even more.
All right, so well, that's really all that we.
About Yang, yeah. I mean, we haven't talked a lot about the other candidates. We've mostly been talking about Biden and just a little bit about Yang. I want to talk a little bit about an untapped gold mine of laughs, and that is our good friend Democrat Trump. He's another Mike Bloomberg, but let's just call him Democrat Trump for short.
So what's this Mike Berg wanted?
Well, Democrat Trump is a very interesting individual in that he claims he has never been racist, and the more money you send him, the less racist he'll be.
Black man.
Really? Oh,
It-
so it's
fucked up.
like the more
I would just
like,
like to-
so the more green you give him, the more black he becomes.
Right,
I would
right,
just like
right,
to
yeah,
say
yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing about myself.
I agree,
You would like
Hippo.
to send me money.
The more money you pay me, the less.
So does he
racist
get
I
it
will
in
be.
V-Bucks?
No, I mean he's a New Yorker, so he goes to the traditional roots of paying for things with hooker bucks.
Oh yeah, the old school way.
Yeah, they
I'm learning a lot about other currencies.
right. So they
Other
have
currencies like memes.
they have gift cards in New York. I don't know if you guys know about this. So I recommend reading The Wolf on Wall Street if you haven't read it already. He talks about how sex workers are sorted into categories. He actually calls them like pink slips and blue chips. And pink slips you got to pay for in cash, but blue chips, like they have Venmos, they have like crypto accounts, whatever, and I'm pretty sure you can pay for them at gift cards. So there's probably like some blue chip agency that actually has gift cards that you can trade to get better quality whores.
Oh, a Venmo? Huh. I've heard of that before.
There's some of these.
Oh,
I mean,
fuck. Batlo has a Venmo.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. She probably has it on her Patreon. But yeah, some of these like New York sex workers, some of them have an IPO, man.
And soon they might be paid in V-Bucks because, the IRS is not anymore. They only
Oh yeah, no. I mean they already accept Bitcoin. Some of them probably accept Monero and Ethereum. They should all be accepting Monero, to be honest. Do you guys know the difference between Bitcoin and Monero?
I don't know anything about cryptocurrencies besides it's already too late and all you can do is invest. You can't do mining.
Okay, I'll give you the short of it. I'll put it in simple terms. So the thing about Bitcoin is that every single transaction is put on a public ledger. So that means every time you send or receive money, like your wallet address and the wallet address you did a transaction with, the two addresses are put up on basically a giant notepad that everyone can see. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So the difference between Bitcoin and Monero is that Bitcoin has the public ledger and Monero has a private ledger. So nobody sees the transactions.
Oh, okay.
So
Used
it can be
getting away.
used for stuff like those blue chips.
Right. So it's if you're doing anything illegal, basically, well, I don't know. Just in general, you're much better off doing transactions with Monero unless you want to be tracked, because it's much easier to control a transaction if you can see the details of the transaction on a public ledger.
Can I buy Fortnite bucks with Monero?
Almost certainly.
There's probably a market for that.
So if I play Fortnite, I'll get a better tax return, possibly.
No. That's what we were saying, Fresh. The IRS is chasing your Fortnite bucks, so I do not recommend that.
No, not Fortnite.
Yeah, dude.
Not Fortnite. Think of the children.
I'm sure with all the money all the parents spend on Fortnite, they're probably just like, thank God. I got 3 kids. They all love Fortnite. Or at least I can put this on my tax return.
I'm $8,000 in debt.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't get, when I say you put on your tax returns, you don't get a refund for it. You get taxed on it.
Oh, okay.
The other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you wasted all your money on V cards. Well, I guess we'll give you a refund for your time. Sorry about that. Pity bucks.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be much.
I mean, the way I see it, if your V points, whatever it's called, if your balance exceeds a certain amount, then I think that should probably qualify you for disability aid.
Interesting.
You get a puzzle piece too, or what? The blue puzzle.
They should probably send you a free Pikachu doll and maybe a ticket to see the new Sonic movie.
Oh yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about that Mike guy?
Oh yeah, Democratic Donald. So right, he's trying to pay off like major Instagram pages and Facebook groups to try to get some social media influence. He's doing the whole "Hello, fellow kids" routine.
Hello, fellow kids. Here's a bunch of money. Please vote for me and say that I'm.
Well, that's literally it. So, for example, here I can let me drop a quote. Let me try to put on my best Dave Chappelle white person vote. Hello, Juice Boys. Can you post an original meme to make me look cool for the upcoming Democratic primary? Juice Boy said, I don't think so, TBH, your vibe's kinda off. And Democratic Donald says, I put Lamborghini doors on the Escalade. What?
That sounds hereditary.
It's, oh, God, Lord. Alright, yeah, and there's another one from him to Tank Sinatra. He says, Mr. Tank, I've been waiting for my meme for so long that I learned how to make memes myself in Photoshop. What do you think of this one? And it's like, it's the Bernie Sanders thing. The one where he's like, I'm once again asking for blah, blah, blah. And it says, you to make me look cool. I am once again asking for to make me look cool.
Real Chads don't use Photoshop to make memes. They use MS Paint.
Right, that's true. Hold on, there's a whole list of them. Let me see if I can find the list.
A list of Dema Trump memes.
Yeah, he's having so many conversations with so many people trying to really get himself out there. He does not understand what going viral means.
Well, I think China knows what going viral means, but that's for another time.
We'll get there. Slow and steady. Okay, here we go. Here comes the collection. Hello, Dr. Fang. I like your memes and just started my own meme page. Wondering if you could give me a shout out. IDK, I'm super hungover. I have $61.9 billion. I'm actually feeling much better.
Jesus.
Not 69.420.
Hello, Mr. Sideup. Can you make a viral meme to let the younger demographic know I'm the cool candidate? And it's a picture of like 3 old white men holding a phone, and it says Sick Tech Deck Tricks, Volume 14. And Democratic Donald says, I don't get it. Do you promise this is very viral?
This hurts.
Your words gave me.
Hello, Mr.
Magic.
Buddha. Hello, Mr. Buddha. Can you post a viral image of me to your account?
That's meme magic.
What
right?
do you...
Imagine if you could if someone could give someone AIDS with like their words.
Okay, so next one here.
Isn't that like the point of like internet?
Okay, so right. Hello, Mr. Buddha. Can you post a viral image of me to your account? What do you mean by viral image? Do you remember the ice bucket challenge? Yeah, something like that,
Jesus.
but it's just a photo of me.
Where's
Hello.
he doesn't understand the ice bucket challenge and actually just has it hold like a bottle of like
Hello, Jerry. My granddaughter showed me this account. Your memes are very humorous. Can you post a meme that lets everyone know I'm the cool candidate? Oh, what did you have in mind? And it's just a picture. It says, when you're the cool candidate, and he's just walking around like it's actual Bloomberg walking around with like a Walmart vest and jean shorts. And he says, oof, that'll cost like $1 billion. What's your Venmo?
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we need to vote for this guy. Maybe he's the meme lord we need. Maybe we need our country to become the next I mean, we've been a meme country for like 4 years, right? We kind of got to keep the train going.
Let them know the whatever cast.
I need a new meme person to vote for because I voted for Vermin Supreme in 2008. Then I voted for Gary Johnson in Vermin Supreme in 2012. Then Gary Johnson in 2016, and now I gotta find another meme person to vote for. We gotta find find the meme guy to vote for. That might be him for me.
Democratic Donald.
It's
Hey, I
the
like
new
that
meme warfare. We got a meme freedom.
Yeah, the meme political.
Meme guerrilla warfare. Meme guerrilla warfare.
The meme
We gotta
debate.
sell the meme.
Who's got the greatest
America.
meme?
Okay, wait. So have you guys actually seen? Have you seen Bloomberg's like campaign commercials?
No.
No.
It's probably on TV, and I don't have a TV.
Of
On
course it is.
TV.
The man doesn't know how to use the internet. Like his target demographic are people that are at least 60 years old. So
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
and
to
I
say
don't
thing.
have
I was like,
TV.
you didn't say internet. 60 plus.
I love AOL.
I still have my American
I
Online
still have
account.
my Netscape Navigator.
this is a viral commercial showing you about all the hottest memes.
Jesus.
Yeah, no,
As long as
Hottest
power
memes.
and a photo.
I did see his commercials last month when I was staying with my grandparents. It's literally just 30 seconds of him saying, I do not like Donald Trump. I have always not liked Donald Trump. Vote for me because
Vote
it's a
for
vote
me.
for not Donald Trump.
Vote for me.
Bad.
That's like what they're all doing, though.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
they're all just like, well, Trump did this, or he's doing that. You know what? I'm against that guy. It's just like, no, yeah, we get it.
If you vote
Yeah,
for
did you
Sanders,
see
you're
the
voting for
super-
Trump.
Yeah.
Did you see the super cut of how many times they name dropped Trump?
Oh my
No.
god. Oh
It's like
god.
1 million times. It was
Yeah, dude. They're like obsessed with him.
Yeah, Yang won me over, man. Like he was the only one who like actually talked about not Donald Trump.
every time Yang tried to hype the crowd though. I died.
I bet they're waiting for him to say something. Or just say something about Trump. Just say it.
When Yang tried to hype people up, it's like you know he wrote that, he planned it, and he thought everything was gonna go great. And then there's just
Yeah. But what about
Yeah.
Trump?
That's
So-
basically it.
Yeah.
So
like,
Trump,
like,
Trump,
say
Trump,
something
Trump,
about
Trump, 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 Trump.
Yeah, we gotta
Trump.
yeah.
we have to do something about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're talking about battle plans, but at their convention or whatever, it's just like, dude, no.
He hasn't.
Trump's like
hasn't
Thanos,
done it.
man. Like, it's all about trying to get Thanos.
God,
It's
man,
crazy.
if they that's the thing though, like if they at least like
Trump
put
knows.
forth if they at least put forth like some strategy for defeating Trump, I think that would be something. Like we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this and that, and that's how we're gonna get rid of Trump. But it's
Yeah,
not even
we're gonna
that.
have to
It's
work
just
together.
like it's just like literally all these guys are saying is a vote for me is a not vote for Trump.
Yeah, I just saw
in
that
order
with
to-
Bernie
to
Sanders.
Get, to get them, they just need to win over the boomers, right?
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
I
all
said,
right. You said the B word.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
I think we have to talk about this now, guys. We
I-
have to have
Oh,
a deep
God.
and
I
serious
will,
talk.
I will stand.
Oh fuck!
I will stand for Bro P's use of the
I'm-
word boomer as a boomer.
I'm gonna have to look
That
up
is.
what
Oh my God! You guys are terrible people.
I'm going to give him the boomer.
We're about to get canceled permanently. Like all the 80-year-olds are gonna call in.
I am 30 years old and I drank a Monster Zero Ultra today.
Yeah, see,
Hell
he's
yeah. Yeah, boomer.
we're all boom.
I don't like you.
Old boomers running the world.
I don't like you guys like appropriating words like this, man. You can't just take words like that and that don't, it's kind of like that scene in The Clerks 2 where it was like he tried to take back the phrase porch monkey or something. He's like, where are all my porch monkeys at? Like, dude, you can't say that word. It's like, what? Why not? No, I'm gonna take the word back. I'm gonna be a porch monkey now.
Take it.
Yeah. You just can't do that anymore, though.
Yeah, boomer is just a word. You can't give it power. I think that's the whole point.
Every time I hear that, I think of Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I was like, boomer. Like, who's throwing up on who?
So okay, so we have a well, that's actually a pretty good depiction of what my grandparents do. So here's a CNN article. A University of Oklahoma professor has apologized. What has he apologized for? So a student made a comment Tuesday that journalists must keep up with younger generations, and the professor said that is the equivalent of saying okay boomer to me. And he said calling someone a boomer is like calling someone a gamer, the professor then said, according to the paper.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so apparently
Okay.
boomer is just as bad. It's just another gamer word now.
He's saying, yeah, he said gamer, and wa.
What's going through these kids' heads these days is so fucking weird.
No, it wasn't
well,
the kids.
Fortnite.
It was the professor that said that. It was this boomer professor who's getting mad about being called a boomer.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
That's such a boomer thing to do, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Classic boomer moment.
Yeah, fucking boomer. I should call my dad that.
Fucking boomers taking all our jobs, stealing our houses, stealing our
Complaining.
bikes, running away with my TV, doing crack.
Voting for Trump.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, no.
Trump.
Yeah, sounds like a great time. Maybe we should vote for Democratic Donald. Usher in a new age of 30-year-old boomers.
I like that name.
Yeah, just send them this.
Will they have like will they include Rockstar Zero Ultras in the?
Just get a case every month.
Yes, I
Make
want
a
a case
donation.
every.
Yeah, that'll be
We're
the
keeping
new
our
freedom.
postal workers.
That'll be
busy.
it. That's gonna be the boomer dividend. Like Bloomberg walks up to the stand and says, "If you vote for me, I promise you, every month, right on time, you are gonna get a case of 24 monsters."
Somebody doesn't get their
That's
shipment.
actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good because around here in Oregon, because Oregon they actually give you cash back for cans. Well, each can is worth 10 cents. It's worth a dime. So you actually get money back for that. So a 24 pack would get you $2.40. That's something.
The boomer dividend.
Somebody's gonna not get their shipment, and they're gonna call the government in a panic, talking about how they have heart murmurs. They're like, "I need my
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I'm
But if
dying.
where is my monster?"
What if they get
There's
the
gonna-
monsters on time?
Wait, oh man.
Oh, I had
This
to go to the
is-
store
okay.
and
Now
buy
we got
a
something.
monster?
Where's my monster?
What the
health?
fuck?
So in 2040 there's gonna be this huge healthcare crisis where they say that there's a huge amount of health problems from the boomer sector, but they're actually talking about the 30-year-old boomers who keep drinking Monster and going to the hospital with heart problems. So this is going to drive up our Medicare for all charges. So thanks, Bloomberg.
Well, it's Americans, they live off of caffeine. They either get their caffeine from Starbucks and get their daily dose of soy, or they could get it from the monsters. Either way,
It's
they gotta
taurine.
get their caffeine.
They have taurine in Monsters, not caffeine.
Hell yeah, brother! I ain't drinking no soy. Give me that tar.
Sweet tea. Oh man. All right, so let's take this conversation to the next level. So now we understand that in 2028, when Sanders is on his way out, there's going to be a big debate. Yang is going to be back on the stage talking about his UBI, his freedom dividend, Democratic Donald, who will be like 120 years old at this point, he's going to be on the stage talking about his boomer dividend. And then it's going to become a competition. Like all the Democrat candidates, they're all going to be arguing about who has the best idea for like a cashback program. So you're going to have someone who's offering like V cards. You're going to have people that are just offering like the Weedum dividend, where they just like literally send you a box of weed every month.
Oh, dude, that is awesome.
Sign me up.
Yes,
why not both? Why not get both the
sign me up,
get
right?
the caffeine, the monster, and the weed. Get the weed monster. The weed monster.
Long live the weed king.
Yep. Yeah, I'm already sold on that.
Begin the weed dynasty.
Wait, so Brip, you're going to be like what, 38 in 2028, or?
Yes, I was born in 1990 at almost like in January 5th. So basically, I get whatever the current year is, and I add 10, and that's what I am.
So in 2028, you could run under the Weedum dividend premise.
The Weedum monster
I just want to smoke weed, guys. Come on. Vote me in.
Literally it. That's literally it.
You vote for me. That's what it's going to be.
You vote for me.
I just want to get...
By February of my first year, 2029, I promise you, everyone is going to receive a brick of weed in the mail every month. Every house.
Oh my god.
Like a 15-second political ad where he's just like, listen, I'm the weed party. I just want to smoke weed. I think you want to smoke weed too.
You can also call it the New Green Deal.
We're going to just get all the stuff that we get from the border, and we're just going to give it to you guys instead of keeping it in storage. Okay? That's what we're going to do. That's going to be my plan.
Dude, I'm voting for you. All right.
That's it, man. If you run on the Weedum dividend, that's it for me.
Yeah, let's just smash the cartel stuff and then give it back to the people.
Make sure it's good. I want good stuff. All right.
Make sure it's good.
I don't want no dirt weed.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Fresh. Dude, like, you take what you can get. This is going to be public weed, so we can't ask for the best quality. Maybe that'll be a part of the greenery.
Like a third of it's going to be fucked up. They're going to be stealing your mail.
You're going to enjoy your weed rations, and you're going to...
Stems everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's with all the stems and seeds?
The government always screws things up, so yeah, probably you get what you
Uncle
get, you know?
Have you ever had government peanut butter? Yeah, they do fuck up whenever they give anything
2036
to like at the government level. It's always fucked up. Peanut butter, like the government peanut butter.
So 2036, the debate platform is gonna be like, who will upgrade the Weedum dividend to the freshest weed, and like so. Bloomberg is going to be up there. He's going to be like 130 years old at this point. He'll still be pushing the monster dividend, but he's going to say, and we will improve the quality of the weed, but he won't actually be able to explain how because the dude has no idea how to actually smoke weed.
Kids, I want you to do some research for us and tell us what the dankest weed is.
Because I can't, because I'm so high.
Is Snoop Dogg still alive?
Hold on, let me crack this monster up. I need a little.
Alright, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. You kids talk amongst yourselves.
Oh god.
Oh.
You're gonna go chug a monster, aren't you?
Hell yeah. Do they have monster vape yet?
Oh jeez.
No,
that would be a thing, wouldn't it?
It's caffeine.
Oh
yeah.
They actually do have caffeine in some. They actually have like coffee flavored, and they actually inject caffeine into it.
They totally have Monster then.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Monster
actually
flavor
do.
probably.
I think I remember seeing energy drink type, but I'm not sure if Monster type was there. But they do have energy drink like stuff if you want to have double stimulant and mess up your heart even.
Jesus,
there's no way to dose it. Yeah, you just die of a heart.
Hell yeah, with that Monster. Token up.
He was trying to impress.
Yeah, but this is an energy drink flavor. This is champagne flavor.
Oh hell yeah!
I've never had champagne.
Yeah.
I've had champagne.
I've had champagne, but
champagne
and a vape pen.
Champagne.
You have to pop the cork on it.
page open. So the coronavirus here is in Texas. Just saw it on the news.
Well, let's wait until Raul gets back because that's probably what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready
This is
for the next
thing
stuff?
on the docket?
Yeah.
Yeah,
ready?
Fresh was actually talking about something that was on the news that he just heard about. That the coronavirus is in.
It's in Texas. Yeah.
Oh, sweet! The coronavirus reached Texas. All right, so now you guys are.
I like you said that. You're like, sweet.
Yeah.
Now you
The
Cowboys
yeah,
start
the
fucking flying off.
coronavirus is in Texas. You're
Yeah,
going to
man.
get
Welcome to the club.
you're going to get Wahoo.
See, that's what I kind of feel like that when now that you just said that, because everyone all over social media makes all these jokes and videos and stuff of the virus, and we're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, coronavirus, and they joke with it about beer and this, and then people coughing, and like, oh, I think I'm getting sick, and now it's just like, all right, well that bitch is here now.
Nobody's memed it about coronavirus but me, so that's kind of weird. But I'm the only one that actually knows what this. You've seen Corona?
No, the Corona. I like
yeah, the
Corona.
Coronavirus.
People are joking about getting
From
the
Wahoo.
coronavirus.
Yeah, the door to Cancerville.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of the coronavirus, let me tell you about what happened in North Korea. So of course, North Korea declared a quarantine. Like anyone who has the coronavirus, they have to get like locked up in some like dog cage or something that they throw like under whatever their White House is, or they just send it like to bumfuck Hasan or something where no actual people live. And
Yeah,
so
isn't there like an island in North Korea where they send all their short people?
yeah, it's called North Korea.
I mean, I remember hearing that like there were like Kim Jong Il sent like dudes that were like shorter or taller than him to like some far off island to just stay there, instead of to normalize the height of everybody in his country or something.
Like the island of the tall and short people. Like literally everyone here is either 6'2" or like 4 foot nothing. So yeah, okay. So like so this guy, he was like an officer, or he was a politician, I guess, like somewhere like a higher level songbun. He was quarantined, and they're just like, stay in your house, don't leave your damn house. And he just like, it's like, okay, sure, I won't.
He left his damn house.
And then he left his damn house. Like all he had to do was stay in the damn house, CJ. And he's
like, I'm gonna go to the store and get a Monster. Fuck this.
Yeah, well, he went to a bathhouse. It's just like, if you're gonna break out of jail, what's the first place you'll go? Well, this guy's like, I'm gonna go take a bath.
I'm going to take a shower.
I'm going to the strip club. Spread this shit.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what bathhouse means.
For like 3 weeks. I'm going to take a shower.
Yeah.
So
I think.
And what happened after?
I think maybe the bathhouses in North Korea, they might be co-ed. So he might have been like, trying to get his giggity going, And yeah. So he went to the bathhouse, and there was like an officer watching the bathhouse through like binoculars or something. Like, wait a second, I know that haircut. And yeah, he got shot. They shot his ass.
Shoot him before it
He
spreads.
died of bullet poison.
Yeah, basically, it's like some patient zero shit. They're just like, wait a second, that's a sick
He
guy.
died
Shoot
of
him.
bullet poisoning.
Yeah.
Yes, he died of bullet poisoning. Unfortunate.
He commits suicide with a gunshot to the back of his head. 3 of them.
Wow, he managed to pull the trigger 3 times.
Well, first of all, through the power of Kim Il Sung, everything is possible. So jot that one down.
Well, anything is possible in clown world, It's just in North Korea, the clownarity could actually get even.
Well, that makes me wonder. Like, has the jugularity hit North Korea, or are they like immune to it? Is that like the eye of the storm or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
The Juggy Juggical storm.
Sometimes I think the internet just spun that whole thing out of control. Everyone's joking about it. Is it real or is it not? Like
The Biden cane.
The honk.
Honkularity. The Honka yeah, something like that. The what do you call that one? The Honkoon, I guess.
That sounds kind of like a gamer.
You fucking Honkoon.
Okay, so that happened. Like he he died of bullet poisoning to the back of his head after he left his quarantine. All he had to do was stay inside until he died, but instead he had to go out and die.
Yeah, I thought getting shot was for like dirty American capitalists. What are they doing?
Yeah, they spent bullets on him. What's up with that?
Right? Yeah, no. I mean, are they trying to like copy us now? I thought they weren't trying to copy us. I thought they were trying to be better than us.
Maybe they find it funny.
Well, instead of getting packs of monsters, they get packs of bullets. Universal bullet income.
Right. Yeah, no, that's good. Universal bullet income. I was gonna say something, but I don't think I can do better than that. Yeah, no, it's crazy how the coronavirus has affected South Korea these days. Like my principal told me like 30 times, like don't go on your vacation, and trying to tell her like I don't think it's particularly unsafe because I'm gonna go to Indonesia, and Indonesia has like a no, like absolutely no flights from China are allowed to enter the country now, and so it's fairly safe, yeah. And here I mean, I live in Seoul. We have a huge Chinese population, so I'm not thinking it's going to be like super safe to stay in my own city. So, and the way I figured it out, like, you know, whether you're American or Korean or anything else, like, you're always going to assume that your country is safe, your country is safer, you have the best, like, public health policy, and the rest of these guys are a bunch of jabronis who don't know how to handle any public health situation. So, like, they just assume that it's always going to be safer to stay in the country, and like it's really hard for me as a non-Korean to tell these people, you know, your country kind of sucks when it comes to handling stuff like washing hands and not sneezing on each other and stuff like that. So I think I'd actually be better off like getting out of your country right now. And there's no way to say that without sounding like a racist ass.
Sneezed on by Koreans, bro? What? Like,
Well,
it sounds like you. Yeah, that happens.
Since I'm an elementary school teacher a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Those kids, they don't know any manners and they never learn.
yeah.
Yeah, their
You got
parents
so
don't
many
even try to teach
students.
them.
Yeah, it's just kids and just young adults. They don't wash their hands. They don't do shit. They don't give a fuck.
I don't know. The adults here, they don't really care either. I mean, this is a country
Yeah.
full of boomers, and they were like, the boomers here, they were born before like running water was a thing in this country, so they don't like get it, you know? Just imagine having an entire culture like built around these old people who were born before the country had like full utilities. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine living in a country that's like on the cusp of being developing and fully developed, and like, you know, 50 years ago you were the state of like an African warlord republic, and there's people, all the people running the country, they were born like during or just after this, you know, this like Wild West period. Like how crazy is that?
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I am kind of in the Wild West right now, man. Like, there's almost no specialists out here. I had to wait until Wednesday of this week to actually get my teeth cleaned at the dentist, because the teeth cleaner has to like travel here from Boise, 60 miles away. You know, like, and they only make a once a week trip here.
Oh, so it's a traveling doctor.
Yes, traveling doctors. Yes, that's still a thing here in America. Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's kind of like that over here in the frontier.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you live in like an African village.
In the boonies.
Yeah, thanks, Taterland.
But at least you have legal weed. So I want to tell you guys this.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, like, some girl I know, she tried to go to a restaurant here in Seoul, and they looked at her and they said, like, because of the coronavirus, no foreigners are allowed in.
Damn.
And then they sneeze on her.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm just thinking, like, how crazy is that shit?
Yeah,
It was like,
man,
she's,
really got people scared.
I mean, she's quite light-skinned, so, like, you can't really confuse her for a Chinese person, so.
Man, I'm surprised just a restaurant in general would take that, you know, most restaurants are just like, hey, we we
Most
welcome in everyone.
restaurants,
If you're paying,
like
we'll
money.
serve
They
you.
like money.
Right.
Yeah. But they also don't want to get anyone, pissed off. There's social media. People can go online and just easily be like, oh, I was rejected at so-and-so because they thought I might be Asian or I might have the virus or something like that. And, just create an uproar, completely shut that restaurant down.
Yeah, I mean,
That's pretty funny.
And then the entire restaurant died of bullet poisoning.
And then that day, everyone gets coronavirus because they let her in. Fuck! We shouldn't have let her in.
But like, how would they know? How would they know that it's the one random white person? Because I mean, this is South Korea we're talking about. Like, literally anyone in any restaurant could be from China.
Yeah.
And this is not an they all look same kind of joke. Like, this is a realistic fact that there is a portion of China that is right next to North Korea, and it is part of the ancestral Korean homeland. So there's actually 3 Koreas. We think of there as being 2 Koreas, but there's this one extra part.
Really?
Yeah. It was an old Korean kingdom, and it got claimed by China during one of their many imperial expansions. And so there's
just like there's 2 Mongolias. There's like the Outer Mongolia and Inner Mongolia.
Right, exactly. Just like that.
Mongolia.
So there's like 1 million. I think there's 1 million registered aliens of Chinese nationality in South Korea. And most of them, they come from this province that's just full of like native Koreans. Like, they speak Korean, they eat Korean food, whatever. So there's literally no way to tell like just a random guy who comes into your shop. Like, you can't tell if he's from South Korea, if he's from North Korea, or if he's from China.
Yeah,
Right.
you can't tell if he's from NoCo, SoCo, or Chinco.
Right. Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, how would you guess? Like, if you look at some random white guy, are you going to be like, no, he's definitely from the UK?
Right.
Maybe if you look at
Let me
his
hear your
feet-
voice.
I mean, I can tell if someone's from Sweden or not. If I see someone, they're about like 6'5", they're all blonde hair, blue eyes, and they have a dick in their mouth, and they're definitely from Sweden.
Right.
Yeah, if they apologize for being Swedish, then yes, they are Swedish.
Well, yeah, the first clue for them being Swedish is that they say I'm Swedish.
All Scandinavians, they say that they're Swedish, but then they're self-hating.
They just
I'm
don't want to
Swedish,
die.
but why am I so Swedish? Because you're Swedish.
You're so sweet. You're
Yes.
Swedish.
Why can't I be from a beautiful country like South Sudan? You know?
Or
Why do I have to be from
Uganda.
this shithole? Why do I have to be from this shithole? Why can't I be from a progressive, loving country like Uganda?
Hasadiga evil.
Well, you can move there.
Can you? I don't think you can. I don't think they like immigrants.
Really?
In Africa? Are you kidding me?
They get bullet poisoning.
Well, don't shoot them. Come on.
I mean, if you bring a business with you, yeah, they'll accept you.
Yeah, if you have money, they'll take the money before they give you the bullet.
Yeah,
take
you
their
can
money.
stay. Where's your money? Yeah, now you can stay.
No, your money can stay, but you can't.
Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Like, if you try to go to Nigeria, they're just like, give us your bank details, and then we'll process your visa application, and then you just don't hear back from them.
Yeah.
Either that
You
or
got some
you
dude
get
with AK.
enslaved.
Get off my land.
Yeah, no, I mean, people won't talk about this, but if you go outside the West, or I'll say the West as if that includes Latin America. If you go outside America, Canada, Australia, and Western Europe, nobody wants any foreigners in their border.
Why didn't you just call it the Anglosphere?
Because most of Western Europe is not the Anglosphere. And plus, it doesn't include Singapore.
yeah.
Singapore doesn't like immigrants either.
I thought it was natural for most countries to, like their own people instead of foreigners.
Maybe that's what Trump did. He was like, every other
Yeah, that's-
country doesn't
okay.
like foreigners, so you know what? I don't like foreigners either.
Right, but you can't just say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
True.
because America, I mean, to be honest, yeah, America is a country of foreigners. Sure, everyone's an immigrant in America.
For sure.
I'm half immigrant, but that's it.
Yeah, well, the other half doesn't really matter. Your skin is
Sad
white,
face.
so
True.
nobody cares about your curly hair, Brip.
I know.
They probably don't even remember it, or probably didn't even learn about it.
Yeah.
They were like, we were here
every
the whole
time I-
time, weren't we? Right?
Dango Langlos. Alright, so what were we talking about? Yeah,
Talking about
what
the
is it?
coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
the coronavirus.
Yeah.
The Corona Light virus. The beer virus. But now I just know it was on the news today. It hit here in Texas.
Well, that's one more reason to not go to Texas.
Yep, don't come here.
Are you full?
We're getting
out,
there.
we're
Shit.
full.
They opened a Toyota factory here in Plano, I think. Ever since then, we've had a lot of people move in here.
Who runs the factory? Is it run by Americans, Chinese, or Mexicans?
Shit, I don't know.
Are they Japanese or Chinese?
Probably all of them. All of the above.
Yeah, they just.
All but Americans at this point.
I don't know if you guys saw this. Like, there's this documentary on Netflix called American Factory. And it just shows like this. It was a closed down factory, and it got reopened by some Chinese investors. And so now you have like this. It's like a Chinese company running Americans in America. So a bunch of these American factory workers, they're all just like answering to Chinese bosses. And like they have these big like cultish meetings where like the head Chinese guy and just has like a room full of 100 Chinese supervisors, and he's explaining to them like how to deal with Americans, and it's like so surreal because he's really talking about Americans like you know, the way that Rhodes would talk about the Africans. He'd be like, yeah, they're savages, they don't understand our customs, they don't understand how the world works. Like, that's how these Chinese people are talking about American workers to other Chinese while living in America. So it's super surreal because like you're just seeing this like developed people from a developed society that are like, it's like they're undergoing colonization almost.
Well, they're trying to come over here and trying to get Americans to work like them, but we don't work like them.
No, we don't.
I mean, I have Asian bosses that are just like, do more, work faster, clean faster. It's like, dude, we can't.
We need our monsters and weed in order to work. Don't they understand that?
Yeah, I'm like, that's the thing. I'm not really like creeped out about their ideas. Because they're just like, yeah, get them to work harder, get them to work faster. It's just like, this is not a bunch of like foreign invaders trying to force us to assume a new work culture. This is just how America is.
Yeah, it really is. My chefs are Asian, and they come up to me and they're like, Travis, how can we get these guys to do their stuff? Like, I just need them to do their stuff. Like, I'm not asking them to do anything more. It's like, dude, it's just like how it is over here, you know? It's like, you know, we haven't been
done when.
Yeah, exactly. We do it whenever we feel like doing it. You know, we're not as dedicated and hardworking as y'all are, man.
No, it's the other way around. Americans work crazy hours and we're crazy efficient. That's why we have such a high GDP. But
well, true. But
so the difference is,
and it can be enhanced if we had our universal basic income of monsters.
Right. We need our monster dividend and Weedem dividend. So the thing is, like, Americans, we have crazy work hours first of all, and what else was I gonna say? I
thought Asians had crazy work hours. I thought they.
Oh yeah, they do.
16 hours a day.
Like the top three countries are America, South Korea, and Japan.
America used to have those work hours until we had like labor regulations. Like, you remember the 1800s and stuff, where there was like where
when the unions
you
moved
basically
in.
Mm-hmm.
And then we killed the unions
before the unions attacked.
We're in a post-union society right now, so we're basically just regressing back to the state of Japanese and South Korean companies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Seems like it. Feels like it.
And you know, Chinese people, they take vacations a lot. If they're taking vacations, that means they're getting vacations. But Americans don't take vacations.
Yeah.
Because I gotta work for my family.
Yeah.
Boomers do. Millennials don't.
My kids.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Millennials just work their ass off the whole
Right.
time. Boomers
Right.
just like,
Gotta pay for my college
I'm going to
debt.
Hawaii.
So no, you just don't hear people say that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck off for 2 weeks. I'm gonna go to the Maldives or something. Like, rich people say that, old people say that, but young people are just like, I think I get a weekend off in the next like 3 weeks, and then that's it.
I'm just gonna smoke some weed and watch Netflix for the rest of my weekend.
For like 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that's really it.
My favorite show is coming on. I'm taking a week off so I can watch it. I can binge
I'm
it.
gonna binge watch it. I'm
gonna talk with my friends about
Yeah.
it, and then,
Mhm.
spend a couple days at a bar, and then I'll get back to work. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Red
Fresh,
and
when's the last time you
circuses.
took a vacation?
Man, that's kind of like what I did last time I took a vacation. I told him I was gonna go
He
somewhere, but I
said
really just
when.
stayed home. I just stayed home and played video games.
Yeah,
He
man.
said when's the last time?
Yeah,
So when's the last time you actually
He
went
asked you
anywhere?
when.
and at least 3 years ago.
Oh my god.
But yeah. And all I
That's
did was just
insane.
go out of town. And all I did was go visit a friend. I hung out with her for like 2 days, and that was it. Came back.
Yeah, no, man.
Didn't-
Vacation for Americans, it's like going to Games Done
changed.
Quick or something, or going to Anime Con
Right?
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so sick, dude. I mean, that's not in the good kind of sick, like the other kind of sick. Like,
Yeah.
That makes me sick to my stomach to think about.
Who even takes vacation to go like to Disneyland or anything like that anymore? I mean, most
Disney-
kids my age just think about how expensive it is.
Disneyland is like
isn't
60%
Disney, like-
Japanese.
Yeah, isn't Disneyland tickets like for just one day like $300 or $600 or something?
But you got expenses in and out of it. You got to have a place to stay, eat. It's not worth the experience. I mean,
I think I oh yeah. I remember with my VR headset I did like go on a Disneyland ride. I think they actually had it like as an app. You could go on like a Disneyland ride and stuff, and I guess maybe that could be an alternative for like the newer generations
Or-
to just experience.
but yeah,
like
even that. Like why would I want
Experience
to
it
go on a
vicariously
roller coaster
through
ride? I'll
VR.
put my VR
Yeah.
set on.
yeah, exactly.
Like I'll just
Like,
go
do it
buy a
in
couple
person.
of these bitches, and my family will put these on.
Yeah, it's cheaper and easier than actually going there in person. Because who wants to go to
Sucks.
California or Florida to go to Disney, whatever?
That's true. That's the two worst states in the union, basically.
Yeah.
This conversation's depressing me. Anyway, the point I wanted to get out was like, people are afraid of people from other cultures. That's kind of the thing I wanted to say.
Oh yeah.
And like if we see like Chinese taking over a factory, then we're gonna freak out. Like, oh my god, these overlords, they have no love, they have no empathy. They're gonna make us work 10-hour days. They're gonna take away our breaks. They're gonna take away our vacations. And it's just like, actually, that's the thing. These
you
are
remember like in the 80s?
these are
in
things
the
that
80s,
Chinese
it was
people
like
have.
Japan was going to do that. Japan was going to like take over the world. Like that was
Yeah.
part of like Back to the Future and stuff. Yeah, Japan taking over the world.
Well, the thing is, in the 80s, we actually had unions.
Yeah, some companies still have.
Yeah,
that.
everyone now doesn't. They're not in a union. They
Like
they're,
Detroit was
contract.
a place, Detroit was a real city in the 80s.
Makes me think of 8 Mile when he's working in
Makes
that
me
raid.
think of
He's
Ted-
working in that factory, and yeah, they're like in a union type thing. But you gotta have unions,
right.
yeah. Because my buddy works at UPS. He's in a union. He's just like, you gotta get in a union if you don't ever like want to get like overworked, overused. If something's wrong, yeah, you gotta have a union, people to back you up.
Right.
And,
You don't have any rights unless you're in a union, basically.
Yeah, and they take a small percentage of your check of it, but
Yeah, my dad was
keeps you
in the
safe,
tater
though.
factory.
yeah, you kind of need it because I mean,
It gave
Not
good
kind of.
health
You have to have
benefits.
it.
yeah,
Screwed
I
if you
mean,
don't, yeah.
yeah, and I think whatever I think about it, like I don't want to join a union, like fuck that. Just want to work, do my job, but it's like there
Yeah, but-
for you. It's support.
Exactly.
It's a good safety
Yeah,
because the rope becomes a safety net instead of a.
Well,
yeah, it's there for
you don't-
protection.
you don't need a union for your safety net if the Chinese are running your company, because Chinese are really good at installing safety nets. Just look at Foxconn.
It's just
and-
fear of change
and
mostly,
Yeah.
Apple safety.
New people come in or new bosses or new anything, everyone's just like, oh shit, I had this good thing going and who knows what this guy's going to come in and change. I had a deal with my other boss. They know how I work and, it's, you get new
Oh,
people
shit.
coming
There
in.
you go.
Yeah, you got new rules, you got new guidelines, things you got to follow.
So do you guys want to hear the punchline here?
Let's
So
hear it.
this documentary, American Factory, that's about, Chinese running a factory in America. It was produced by Barack Obama. So the message you're supposed to take is that, American capitalism is this beautiful thing, and then these crazy Chinese commies are moving into your country, taking over your business and making everything worse. Well, it's
And
designed to
they're
make
taking
you
your job.
right, and it's really designed to
Take a
make you
turn.
it's really designed to make you forget that America under Obama had 10% unemployment with the most horrible benefits you could possibly imagine. And I can't say he did nothing,
With
but he
all
didn't
the
really do a
drone
great
strikes.
job. With all the drone strikes, yeah, we had a huge military, terrible unemployment. The Obama years were terrible. I mean, let's be honest. It has nothing to do with his party affiliation or anything like that. It doesn't even have much to do with, it has a little bit to do with the stimulus package. But basically, he got into office and he immediately started paying off big companies. And yeah, I mean,
He forced us
ironically,
all to have Medicare.
no, that's the thing. He didn't give us Medicare. If he gave us Medicare, that would have been awesome. What he forced us to do was
I
to
have
take private
Medicare.
insurance.
But yeah, that's a better way to phrase it. Yeah. Like,
Well, it's a more truthful way to phrase it, yeah.
yeah, because I mean that's how a lot of people kept telling it to me. And they're like, well, everyone's got healthcare now. It's just like, I'm 32 years old. My healthcare is like $300+. I don't want to pay that. He fucked me.
And then he's
$300?
gonna
Damn.
fuck me too. Oh
just,
my
You
god.
know, as you get older, your healthcare stuff goes up. You're older, and it was affordable then. And then when Obama came in office, that thing changed.
Spending is creeping.
Yeah, and all I could think of was just like, holy shit, I have to pay this fucking monthly bill every month just because Obama went in office and changed shit up. Fuck, man.
Well, I
I
mean,
thought you were supposed to be helping us.
It's rare to say it nowadays, but this
Well,
is
that's-
the perfect time to say it.
that's what the
Right.
ACA was. I mean, the ACA was just like, either way, you're gonna have to pay a lot for insurance. So instead of actually
Yeah.
doing anything about insurance, we're just gonna make it so that you have to get insurance. And basically, that just kind of codified people buying into the companies. It was a huge boon for insurance companies because they got so many more subscribers after that. But it
Yeah.
didn't really fix the system in any way. But it was great
Yeah,
for
it's-
capitalism.
Yeah, you force people to pay for something. You're helping these other people with their jobs and their government health, jobs,
Right, right.
which helps them, but it doesn't help individuals like me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure in his
Well,
mind he's like, yeah, I'm growing and
It kind of
expanding.
helps people like me because the clinics that I go to, they used to be really dirty and filthy out here, and now they're actually clean and well kept. They're
Did
actually
the ACA help
maintained.
that?
I'd
Yeah.
imagine so because that's probably our money, our tax money. That's
Yeah,
and
the
they're like-
tax money is
like,
actually
wow,
going to
look at all this
to the
extra money.
clinics.
we'll pay for a
They're
claim.
actually
for it.
using it to hire janitors to
Well,
clean
yeah,
up the
they'll
place
hire
so
more
there's in a
people.
freaking mess
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah,
Right.
they're hiring people to make new jobs.
Well,
you know.
yeah. I mean that all like it makes sense, but thinking about it, yeah, he's basically forcing everyone to invest into the country, forcing to, whether you
Not
can
invest
afford it or
into the
not.
country, invest into private
The health.
businesses.
Yeah, private, yeah.
Into the healthcare industry, yeah. So, right, and that's the thing. Like, a half measure on healthcare is almost worse than no measure at all. To some
A
degree,
half
it might be
scoop
worse.
of health.
Yeah, it's a half scoop of healthcare. And if you do like the Sanders plan or something like that, then everyone's premium, like for all of us, I think our premiums would drop to $100 a month or less. So, no copay.
Nice.
I
Zero
don't have
copay, so-
copays for anything except for my medicines, and those are only like, let's see, $1.30 each.
Aren't you on
each
Medicare,
medicine,
Brip?
And yeah, I am, but they pay all my copays for it except for like $1.30.
Yeah, exactly. So Medicare for all, quite simple. You just have to find the money for it, which is quite easy because we're paying a lot more for insurance anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think the total amount I spend in medications that Medicare actually pays for, it's over 70,000 a year, and they pay for everything, and I just have to pay like about $30 a year for all my medicines.
That's good.
For the rest
Yeah.
of us, We're paying for that. We're paying the taxes for that Medicare, but we're not getting that Medicare. So it's a huge screw on
But
the middle
it's
class.
there if you actually get screwed over, like me.
Right. Yeah. No. If you stop working, then you can use Medicare. But if you're working, then you can't afford health insurance. So who wins? The poor people, the rich people. Who loses? The middle class. So that's why you want a Medicare for all, because Medicare already exists. You might as well just give it to the people who are paying for it that can't really afford regular insurance anyway.
Then just don't be middle class. Simple science, right?
Yeah. Just be rich.
You're either rich or poor. Either be rich or poor. Duh.
Yeah, just be
But then
rich.
just
What are you
casually
doing?
said
Stop
that,
being lazy.
yeah, just be rich. Just go get a
Exactly.
job that pays you like $40, $50
Or just
an hour.
be so poor
Seriously,
that nobody
Fresh, why aren't you
wants
rich?
to deal.
Man, I don't know.
Why ain't
Like-
I rich? Because I'm poor instead.
Still waiting for someone to throw me a higher dollar.
Look,
I've only
man,
got up to 16.
Look, being poor is like being a manlet. It's all your fault. Work harder.
It's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can always just be out there like just looking for jobs and just maybe going to school, training, but I'm not.
Yeah, just
I'm
Go
sitting
to
here
school.
talking.
go to school go to that 50,000 a year school. Just show up there and go there. It's your fault. Do it.
Yeah, get some more debt.
No, that's
you
right.
bigot.
It's true.
Seriously. I don't know. Why are people complaining? Everything's there for you already.
That's true.
Yeah, you just need to be poor enough to not have anything for people to actually.
That's all
give a
I
shit.
hear. Just living in I live in Mesquite Garland area, and it's kind of considered like trashy kind of area. But that's all people around here complain. It's money, bullshit like that.
No money,
It's just
no
like,
problem.
oh my god, shut the fuck up. Yeah, like if you really want grow more money, you get yourself a second job. Don't be a waiter.
Seriously, man. Why? You're only working 45 hours a week. Why don't you have a second job?
Shit, I'll die.
Yeah, I think
I
I
could
think
get
America
one.
does need those universal monsters because they could work more. They could work more
Exactly.
without sleeping.
Now you're getting it, Brip.
And
hard to
then
find
and
a
then they
well
could actually
schedule,
they could actually use their Medicare to pay for their heart problems when their heart gives out.
That's it, guys. Just vote for Democratic Donald. He's going to give us the monster dividend.
And the weed event.
No, that's not Democratic Donald. That's what you're going to do, Brip. You're going to give us the Weedum dividend.
I smoke them weed 'em.
Then there's the fucking Jankum dividend. Alright, guys. I think it's about time to wrap this one up. You have, oh, right. We were going to mention the movies, right?
Which movies? I didn't hear anything
Well,
about movies.
I was
Oh.
looking at the docket and stuff, and the last one was Birds of Prey and the Sonic movie. And well, I was going to say a joke, but I was
movie no one saw.
Like, yeah, that's what
I
I was
read
going
on
to
the
say.
internet.
That Sonic movie is actually going to have people watch it, because at least Christian is going to go and watch the Sonic movie.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So they're going to at least get one person watching.
He's going to watch it like a million times, too. He's going to drive the whole, he's going to drive it up to box office records. It'll be like the #1 movie of all time for
He's going to spend
having
his
the
whole
most views for a single
tugboat on.
person.
Dude,
That's
what if
Christina
what-
Western
yes.
Chandler.
What if he uses this whole tugboat to pay for an entire theater so that he can just have all the seats to himself?
That would be impressive.
Crazy.
But that sounds like something he would do so then he doesn't have to deal with anybody else.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have any spurg out.
Someone's probably gonna know something's up though. I mean, you can't just walk by a theater and be like, "Hey, there's no one there."
So anyway, yeah. So for those of you who are unaware, Birds of Prey is the new Predator movie, starring an all-female cast, an all-colored female cast, by the way.
Well,
Of course.
Yeah.
It's got all the women.
And they're all
It's got
lesbians
the
too,
it's
right?
got the women. Yeah, the women thing going, and then they got to get the the alphabet,
The alphabet.
motherfucking alphabet people. They got
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
them
So there's a
as well. So it's just like, yeah.
there is a gay Hispanic
They're
police
gonna
officer
wave
in the movie,
flag, but
Okay, I'm listening.
right? Because this is really important. Because traditionally, the people that arrest young black drug dealers and shoot black people on the street and kick down your door and kill your dog to look for some weed, traditionally they were white men. So we really need to diversify it so that we have more like colored women who are kicking down your door, shooting your dog, taking all your money, and blackmailing you. So I'm really
So
glad we're
the
seeing
colored
some
people are
representation
gonna
here.
Bring
Yeah,
Africa
yeah, I get you.
here.
I didn't
So
even
they're gonna
know
bring
there were
Africa here
multiple
by
chicks.
doing everything African.
Oh, sorry, dude.
They're gonna Africanize us by basically treating us like Africans by, you know, taking all our money, kicking down our doors, and
So there's multiple chicks in this movie. You're saying? Not just like it's
At
not
least
just
two.
they're
what's
I thought they
Margot
were all
Robbie? What's her name?
Hell if I know.
pretty CG.
I think it's the entire. I think it's the entire cast of Ghostbusters,
Birds of Prey.
including
Oh my
Bill
God.
Murray. Bill Murray is dressing up as the. He'll be playing. He'll be playing Harley Quinn. Actually, I think.
Yeah, I didn't know this chick or this show had multiple chicks in it. I thought it was just
I didn't know this movie had.
yeah, it had Margot Robbie. I didn't know it had Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I know who that is.
I don't know who any of them are, and I'm
And I
still
don't-
not going to know who they are after this
I don't
week.
know
'Cause
the
I'm
other
not going to watch
chicks.
the movie.
Yeah, I heard they're changing the name of the film because it's so just not getting any attention.
They're gonna.
Is it
What are they
going
gonna call it?
Are they gonna change it to Cats?
I
They
heard
should.
Cats is doing. I think they're gonna lose like a lot of money from that one. I mean, that was an all CG film. I'm sure that cost a lot of money to make.
So, what do you think is going to be the best film of 2020? Do you think it's going to be Cats? Do you think it's going to be Birds of Prey, or do you think it's going to be
Hell
Sonic the
no.
Hedgehog?
I think Sonic the Hedgehog's gonna take it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
putting up
they'll
a vote
see
for
that
Sonic.
Yeah, some-
after. They'll see after see that episode.
I'm gonna
episode
take.
two, they're just gonna
Yeah,
be like,
I think
yeah.
I'm just gonna take Sonic because
Yeah, just I mean, well, I haven't seen Birds of Prey. Yeah, I don't want to see it, but
I can't
yeah,
we're
it
gonna
sounds
check
like
it
the
in 10
least
months.
of all evils. It's gonna be the least of all evils right now, so might as well.
I'm surprised it's not popular though. I mean, not all the fucking girls out there that like to dress up like her as Halloween, they're not gonna go watch it.
You know,
Or
Suicide
are they-
Squad.
Are they just
I really
satisfied
like
with the
Suicide
pictures?
Squad.
They already spent all their
I didn't
money
like
on
Suicide Squad.
their
That's a
cosplay. You know. They already spent all their money on their cosplay. They can't spend money on the ticket.
Yeah,
The
right.
B
So,
word
all of you,
Sonic.
all of you B words and N words, have a great Valentine's Day.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I love you.